So the Cultist Lair money method has been nerfed, but don't worry because I have a brand new best money method in the game coming right at you. This money method's probably going to make you 15 to 25 million an hour. The range is so big because there's multiple different rods you can use for this, so let me tell you which ones they are. The first rod I would recommend is Nate's Blade. I don't have it unfortunately, so I can't show you guys that. The second rod I would recommend, which I do have, is the Ruinous Oath. For enchants on this one, it's definitely mystical and sea prints. We're not using sea overload this time because the exotic here is actually quite hard to catch, unlike the keys, and you want to get that perfect catch, so mystical is going to help us as much as possible. Another valid option, Dreambreaker, also works, but you're not going to make as much money as the Ruinous and the Nate's Blade. If you don't have the Ruinous Oath, Luminescent Oath also works great. The reason that all these rods are the best ones is because of the mutations. As you can see, Ruinous Oath and Luminescent Oath will have the Mastered mutation, which is a 9x, and we get that at 100% perfect catch, which is why I recommended mystical, just so you can get them perfect catches and guarantee yourself an absolute beast of a mutation. Also with the Dreambreaker, Distraught 8.5 is also very good, but unfortunately you are not going to get that 35% chance because if you are using the Rainbow Totem, you are going to be doing this during the day. Another rod that I forgot to mention was the Fabulous Rod. Fabulous Rod is viable for this, but honestly I prefer the Ruinous Oath because I would rather a 100% chance at a 9x mutation than a 26% chance at a 9.3 times mutation. I just think with the Ruinous you're going to make more money than the Fabulous. The reason that I did recommend the Nate's Blade, even though it only has 3 mutations that are all 4x, is because it can just catch fish at an absolute crazy rate that you'll end up making the money back through the mutations because of how quick you're catching the fish. The Nate's Blade is probably the best option for this money method, but I'm using the Ruinous, which is why at the end of the video my results might be a little bit lower than the 15 to 25 million that I exclaimed. For the bait, if you're using Nate's Blade, I would recommend fish heads, but if you're using the Ruinous Oath, I would recommend Luminous Lava. This is because we just need all the resilience we can get, and if we use fish heads, we're getting -10 resilience, which just isn't ideal, and it just makes the perfect catch that much harder. Okay, let me show you guys where this is. This is going to be at Castaway Cliffs, just here at the pond like usual. The only thing we're worried about here is the exotic. The other fish don't really care about as much. The exotic is going to be similar to the keys, making us around 110,000 to 130,000 every time we catch one that is mastered, and that is why we need that resilience, just so we can get mastered as easily as possible. Once again, we're going to be using a Rainbow Totem just to increase that luck. Let's pop that now and let's start fishing. Now these ones aren't as frequent as the keys. The keys you got pretty much like every single cast, but this one probably like 1 in 5 I'd say you get it. Sometimes you get some good luck, sometimes you don't. There we go, we got it on the 3rd try. It is going to be easier to get with fish heads, but like I said, with fish heads, it is very hard to get mastered because it's very difficult to perfect catch it. As you can see with Luminous Lava, the bar basically doesn't move. It only moves once and then you're good. There we go, Mastered Scallop Hammerhead, that's exactly what we want. The reason the Rainbow Totem is really good here is because this thing actually prefers day over night. So the Rainbow Totem is going to be a lot better than the Aurora, obviously because it has more luck, but as well as this thing prefers day, so you're getting the best of both worlds really. Yeah, this one literally isn't moving. That's how easy it is to get mastered with the Luminous Lava. With fish heads, this thing would be moving all over the place and it would be pretty difficult. Literally didn't move. Mastered, easy peasy. And we get 2 in a row. Beautiful. Yeah, so that 2 in a row was pretty much 300k. Very, very nice. Oh, I also forgot. Let's pop a shiny totem just to increase money making potential just a little bit. Forgot to do that. My apologies. Yeah, this is definitely similar to the keys. It's because the exotics right now are just definitely the best way to make money. Like, I don't know what it is, but everything seems to suck apart from exotic fish. The method at Sunstone is also still very viable. The speed cores and the Tortugas, but in my opinion, I just think this one's a lot better. But if you guys do want to see a Sunstone versus Castaway Cliffs comparison, make sure to subscribe because that is coming soon. And also, a lot of fish content creators are banned right now, so subscribing to me means you get videos while they're all gone. Ooh, we got a shiny one. Or sparkling. Still really good. I can't lie, the frequencies actually surprised us here. I was not expecting to get them this frequent, especially using Luminous Lava over fish heads, but we've gotten quite a few, which is very nice. And that one's shiny, so that's going to be a little bit extra money, which we will obviously take. That's why it's really nice just to pop a shiny surge, because they're pretty easy to get, and if you get a shiny, it's increasing that value, so you just make more money. Pretty nice. There's also a blue moon thing you can get. I'm not too sure about it, but in the winter, you can can go and get a blue moon, like passive, and it increases the weight by 50%. That's definitely worth picking up if it's winter. But right now for me, it is summer, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Ooh, another shiny one. Beautiful. Yet again, more money. Just proving why the shiny totem is definitely worth using. Ooh, sparkling that time. Oh, we got 3 in a row. I told you, the frequency is not bad at all. Even with luminous lava with fish heads, this is still very good. Obviously, not going to be as good as the keys. You got them pretty much every cast, but still not bad. We got the secret. It is literally not moving. I'm not even sure if the secret's worth more money. We'll have to check after, but this thing's literally not moving. That's why luminous lava is so important. Yeah, beautiful. Mastered, great, gold cursed shark, beautiful. These exotics are worth like 110k each. Not bad at all. Obviously, the keys are worth like 150. Oh, I lost mastered. No, I'm just gonna lose that. Yeah, obviously the keys are worth 150, but 110, not bad at all. Especially since they nerfed the keys. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see them nerfing this method because Castaway Cliffs was the best money method. Oh, we got giant. That is insane. As I was saying, Castaway Cliffs was the best money making spot for a while. So I'm pretty sure they want to keep it that way. So I don't see this getting nerfed. Okay, it is the night. This is the last one I got. Got it mastered too. Beautiful. Not gonna lie, we got quite a lot actually. Let me check the yeah, mastered scallop. We got pretty much a lot, I guess. We got a lot of them. So let me go to Moosewood to check the individual values just so you guys know how much they're worth each. Okay, so a big mastered scallop hammerhead is going to be worth 150k. That is the same as the keys, but let's say we take like an average weight one around 14. That would be worth 120k. So not much difference between the big and the average ones. Let me check the shiny one. What was the biggest shiny one I got? The sparkling big. How much value did that add on? 260k. Very nice. Is it the same on shiny? This one isn't big. Yeah, 190k. So yeah, it's definitely worth popping the shiny totems just so you get that little bit added luck. Let's sell to see how much we've made in 1 day, and then I'll calculate it to see how much we would have made in 1 hour. All right, merchant, let's see. I sell my inventory. We make 2.8 million, so not bad at all. Definitely lower than the Cultist Lair, but not terrible. Okay, so if we do 60, which is how many minutes we're in an hour, divided by 12.5, which is how long a day is in Fisch, we get 4.8. So that means if we do 2.8 million, how much money we got from 12.5 minutes times 4.8, we get 13 million. So a lot less than the Cultist Lair, but still not bad at all. I definitely do think you'll make more money using the Nate's Blade rod. That rod, you're probably looking at around 20 million an hour. So I would definitely recommend Nate's Blade if you can. But Ruminous Oath is a good alternative because I don't have Nate's Blade, obviously, so I can't show you guys that, unfortunately. So yeah, this is definitely the best money method right now. Some people are saying Sunstone, so I'll definitely have a video out comparing them to tomorrow.